vaccinations aren't the only way to combat the pandemic. Cheap, rapid, at-home tests are still not readily available in many countries. Early on, again, in the pandemic, the WHO Director General, Tedros Adhanom, warned the virus couldn't be stopped without robust testing.
You cannot fight a fire blindfolded, and we cannot stop this pandemic if we don't know who is infected. We have a simple message for all countries: test, test, test. Test every suspected case.
Dr. Saad Omer is Director of the Yale Institute for Global Health, and with me now. I know, Saad, that nobody wants to say I told you so or we were right, but everything that we are now experiencing was predicted at the beginning of the pandemic by people like yourself who know about how pandemics run. Testing was needed, vaccination was needed. We needed to vaccinate those who couldn't afford to vaccinate themselves.
That's true. And it gives me no pleasure to say that we told you so to the world, to policymakers and to everyone else. This is incredibly sad. And this is not a failure of science. It's a failure of implementation. It's a failure of governance that we are seeing right now.
So, with your experience, you know, I saw one expert say, look, the way this is going to end, it'll just sort of peter out. It may be a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, but eventually it will just dwindle to the point where it is not of pandemic or endemic importance. Is that how you see it?
This is one pathway. But the problem with that is that it's not just going to vanish all of a sudden. There will be a substantial cost in terms of disease and deaths before we get to that point. In a lot of countries, in a lot of parts of the world, there is plenty of tinder that can still catch fire. If you add up the best estimates of infection-induced immunity plus vaccine-induced immunity and account for these new variants, there's plenty of tinder that can catch fire. And before this pandemic stabilizes, there can be a lot of deaths and disease.
But Doctor, I don't want to be depressing at the beginning of the week. There's enough depressing stuff around. But there's really, let's take the United States. The place is awash with vaccine. It's coming out of the drains. It's just about everywhere to get a booster, an original, or this or that or the other. And the country is barely 60, 62, 63% fully vaccinated. There is, you know, Africa 14, 15, 13, 12% fully vaccinated, less in most cases. There is not reason to believe we won't continue to make the same mistake.
That's absolutely right. So when I say that, you know, this fizzling out scenario and things becoming endemic scenarios has a cost, that is not the only choice we have. So just like children's book where there is a, you know, some books have a choose your own adventure feature. We are in that situation. We can choose our own adventure. We can increase vaccine supply, demand, delivery, acceptance. We have the tools. So if we go down the path where there is not just sufficient supply, but also efforts to increase access and demand, we can mitigate the impact of this pandemic even now.
Ultimately, do you believe Omicron is a game changer, or will we sort of find out in 2 weeks' time, well, it's a bit nasty, but it's not as bad as all that?
Well, we don't know. And I think scientists have been willing to say that. And the reason I'm saying that is that this is not a situation where the scientists know this, but you know, this is a lag in communication. There is a genuine level of uncertainty that is likely to be resolved in the coming weeks. But at this point, we don't know how virulent it's going to be. We at least know that it's infectious enough to spread fairly quickly around the world. But whether it will displace Delta, for example, as the predominant variant in most countries, we don't know yet. We don't know the intensity of disease it will cause. Will it be more or less than the Delta variant and other variants? So all of that it remains to be known.
Thank you, sir. We'll talk more. I appreciate it.